Hey everyone, it's Miles, and today I actually want to talk about a lazy way that I've been able to generate some massive returns in the stock market. Now, the method that I've used to build multiple stock portfolios is somewhat unconventional, and it's also kind of lazy to tell you the truth, but it's allowed me to scale my portfolio that's currently averaging about 100% returns per year. Now compare that to only owning the S&P 500, which typically yields around 8 to 14% per year. Now, I get it that 14% is pretty good if you're already wealthy and you have tens of millions of dollars for starting capital, and you can generate millions of dollars per year with just 14%. But that's honestly not most people. So 14% returns are definitely safe, but I think it's nowhere near what people could be making in the stock market, with honestly far less starting capital. You see, I think the real way to build wealth isn't by grinding. It's not by checking stocks like 10 times a day or having 45 companies in your portfolio, hoping that just one of those companies is the next Amazon. Honestly, I think that kind of hustle mindset is exactly what turns a lot of people off to the stock market. So let me just tell you the real secret to my lazy portfolio that makes me 100% returns every year. Wealth is built with conviction. That's it. And the lazier your approach, when it's done right, the better your results can be. So let me explain. A couple years ago, I found this company called Palantir, and at its lowest point, it was trading at just $5 per share. So a lot of people actually hate this company for how controversial and secretive they are. And I'm sure a lot of people thought that this stock would go to zero. People called it overhyped government software. But for me, I had done the research, and I felt like I had strong conviction. I understood what this company was building, who the leader was, and how sticky their government contracts were, and of course, where the world was headed. So I bought in, and I held. That's it. No options or day trading or any of that shit. Just calm, lazy, steady conviction. And now that stock has literally 10x'd my money, and I wasn't really chasing anything. I just needed one really good idea and the patience to hold it. And that one investment for me changed everything. And here's what I learned, I think. I think most people don't lose in the market because they pick bad companies. They lose because they don't size up when they should, and they sell too early. They kind of let anxiety and noise override their logic. But building wealth isn't about being busy or anything. It's about having conviction and truly understanding why you're holding this stock. Here's the thing though, I think conviction is pretty rare. Most people build portfolios like they're buying snacks, right? Like a little of this, a little of that, just to diversify. But if your portfolio actually matters to you, if none of it is sized to make an actual difference, then honestly, what's the point? The lazy and honestly much more fun way to go about this is by placing fewer and smaller bets. The kind of bets where you go really deep, where you understand why it exists and how the world is kind of shifting around it. So in my opinion, high growth investing is kind of like a paradox, because what's actually hard for most people is doing nothing, holding when everyone else is selling, buying more when the stock drops, and sitting back. Not because you're trying to time the stock, but because you actually believe in it more than ever. And that's exactly what I did with Palantir when it dropped from $20 a share down to $10 and then down to $5. And throughout this time, I wasn't panicked at all. In fact, I was actually really excited because my thesis of the company didn't change at all. The only thing that changed was the price. And I think that's what real conviction looks like. And the best part is that you really don't need to be a genius. You really don't. I'm literally just some guy that found a pretty simple way to find winning stocks without overexerting myself. You just need to be willing to go against the grain, back yourself, and think really long term. And not all of your stock picks have to be right either. Just a few high quality stock picks can outperform a portfolio of 30 random stocks. And that's the kind of strategy that I use for my own portfolio. The most important thing is that you just need a few companies that you deeply understand, and the courage to just sit back and be lazy when the rest of the market is losing their minds. So if that resonates with you in any way, and if you're tired of overcomplicating investing, then this channel is probably going to feel like home, as I've just started sharing more about my psychology and methods that I use for high growth investing. So I'm here to show you how to build real wealth with less stress and more clarity. But you might be thinking now, how do you actually know which stocks to pick that are going to generate tons of money? So in order to do this, it's important that you have a system in place that allows you to build real wealth. So check out this video right here, where I go over 3 simple rules for how I like to pick winning stocks. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.